Welcome to America Current Affairs. We're jumping straight into a huge story developing right now, a crisis that's getting more intense by the hour in Iran, as one of the world's biggest countries sounds a major alarm.
So this isn't just some vague advice. The situation has gotten so dangerous that India has just officially warned all of its citizens. The message is crystal clear: stay away from Iran. And that, right there, is a massive red flag that things on the ground are getting bad fast.
And look, this is about real people. We're talking about 3,000 young Indian students, many studying to become doctors, who are now stuck right in the middle of this chaos. You can just imagine, their families are back home, absolutely desperate, pleading for them to be brought back safely. It really brings home the immediate human side of this crisis.
So you have to be asking, what on earth is happening that's so bad it triggers this kind of serious international warning? Well, let's pull back the curtain and take a look at the chaos unfolding on the streets. For 9 straight days now, Iran has just exploded in massive and increasingly violent protests.
Huge crowds have taken over cities across the country, but the government's response has been brutal. Human rights groups are now reporting that at least 29 people have already been killed in the clashes, and that number even includes 2 members of the security forces. To try and crush this movement, the government has just resorted to mass arrests. Officially, they're saying more than 1,200 people have been locked up, but, sources on the ground are saying the real number is much, much higher. It's a clear attempt to silence anyone who speaks out.
And I want you to understand, this is not just happening in 1 or 2 big cities. This anger has spread like wildfire across the entire nation. We're talking about protests in over 250 different places, spanning 88 cities in 27 provinces. This has become a truly nationwide uprising.
Now, the government is desperately trying to control the story, shutting down internet access to stop videos from getting out, but reports are still leaking through. Reports of tear gas and even live ammunition being used on protesters. So this brings us to the most important question of all. Why? What is driving all this anger?
Well, it really started with people's wallets. The economy is in a freefall, prices for basic things are skyrocketing, and for many Iranians, just surviving day-to-day has become a struggle. But what started as a protest about being able to afford bread has turned into something so much bigger. Now it's a full-blown political movement demanding revolution.
Yeah, the economic pain might have been the spark, but the fire is now aimed squarely at the entire system of government. Slogans like this one are popping up everywhere. It's a powerful, direct challenge to the country's religious rulers, the mullahs, after 45 years in power. As one expert put it, the people of Iran have simply reached their breaking point. They're tired of living in a country with, quote, zero freedom. And whenever something this intense happens inside a country, you can be sure the rest of the world starts paying very, very close attention. And that attention now includes this incredibly stern warning from the United States. President Trump has made it perfectly clear that if the Iranian government continues its deadly crackdown, the US is prepared to act, and act decisively.
The phrase locked and loaded is not just tough talk. That's a classic military term, and it has a very specific and pretty chilling meaning. A weapon is armed and ready to be fired immediately. It's a direct signal that military options are absolutely on the table. Of course, Iran has fired back with its own accusations, blaming the US and Israel for stirring up all the violence. So this war of words is just getting hotter, and the entire region is holding its breath. This all leads us to the biggest question: what happens next?
I mean, the stakes just could not be any higher. Things are so unstable that Tehran's main domestic airport just suddenly suspended all flights, which only adds to the sense of chaos. You have the safety of those 3,000 foreign students hanging in the balance. You have the lives of thousands of Iranian protesters on the line. You have a regime that's been in power for 45 years fighting for its survival. And on top of all that, you have the very real danger that this could explode from a domestic protest into a major international war. This is a massive moment. A true tripping point for Iran, and really for the whole world. With so much on the line, the final outcome is dangerously, dangerously uncertain. For more clear and concise explainers on the events shaping our world, make sure to subscribe to America Current Affairs. Thanks for watching.